Alright, here we go. Welcome back to my channel, Live From The End with Jay. We're going to be discussing, in my personal opinion, what you could do to truly and wholeheartedly manifest in the absolute most fastest way possible. Alright, here we go. Before I hop in, feel free to click that bell icon, like, share, all that stuff. Take advantage of my 4th of July sale. Massive discounts. Feel free to reach out to me. All the info will be posted in the first comment below. Alright, I would love to work with you guys, maybe even help you speed up the process for yourself. Alright, let's jump in though. So the first thing that I believe you guys could be doing to genuinely speed up the process, it may sound a little different from what you've been hearing from other people. Speeding up the process isn't about you constantly manifesting on a time crunch. Not in my opinion. And in fact, in many cases, it can cause more anxiety and do more harm, so to speak, than it does something beneficial. Because when you're constantly viewing through the lens of, oh, I have to get this thing by a specific date, you know, what is that really employing within your subconscious on a subconscious level? What is that really affirming? What are you truly believing about yourself when you're constantly attempting to manifest things by a specific date? You feel impatient maybe, right? Where is that stemming from? I guarantee you it's stemming, if you guys dig deep within yourself, I guarantee you'll find that it's stemming from a place of fear. Stemming from a place of fear. Even to the greatest minds of our time, from the past, when it comes to manifesting, virtually none of them have really wholeheartedly employed the idea of constantly manifesting. Key word there, constantly, right? Manifesting on a time crunch. Because they know that manifesting on a time crunch is coming from a place of fear. They know, they are aware that the only thing that exists is the eternal now, the eternal present moment. Which leads me into what you guys could be doing to speed it up, is to start training yourselves to focus on the fact that your desires are here right now, in this present moment, the eternal now, the eternal present. Not viewing through the standpoint, through the lens of, oh, I'm going to manifest this by a specific date. I'm going to constantly do whatever I can to manifest fast. I'm going to constantly be focusing on that. And listen, I'm not taking away from creating the assumption of manifesting fast. Do that. I do that. It's when you constantly start placing the expectation involving it, that's where the trouble comes into play. Do you understand? That's where the trouble comes into play. When you're constantly viewing through the lens of, oh, we're gonna manifest everything fast, we're gonna manifest everything by a specific date, you gotta double check on where that's coming from, okay? You gotta double check where that's coming from. Because I guarantee you it's coming from a place of fear. There's nothing wrong with creating the expectation, not the expectation, the assumption, the belief that you can manifest whatever you want fast, but don't make it an expectation. Because when you have that expectation, you're doing this work, you're manifesting fast, you're assuming that things come in fast, and then you start looking into the 3D, oh, when is it gonna happen? It isn't here yet. I'm affirming that it's manifesting fast, I'm affirming that it happens instantly, blah, blah, blah. You could cut through all the grass, you could save yourself some trouble by creating the assumption that right now I have my desire. It is here for me now. You're placing awareness, you're thinking from the end as if you've already experienced it. It's here now. I'm experiencing it now. Right now in this present moment. That's what you could do to speed it up. That's the first thing. The second thing is to come from unconditional love when it comes to your desires. This is why I always preach to people to get very clear about what they want in a God sense, not an ego-based sense. A God sense. Because God only knows unconditional love. When you start manifesting your God self desires, you're manifesting with unconditional love. Because all God knows is unconditional love. There is no resistance with those types of desires. This is why I always tell people and recommend to people that they get very clear. Excuse me for that, if it paused out, I got a call. This is why I always recommend to people to get very specifically clear. Well, I say specifically generally specific. You get the point. From your God self perspective, not your ego, your God self. Pay attention to the way that your body's responding when you're affirming or scripting or visualizing. Pay attention to the thoughts that you're having, the feelings you may be experiencing. because that's going to be your indicator on if you're actually coming from unconditional love or not. And I'll give you a hint. When you're coming from unconditional love, you feel loose. You actually feel like you have it now. You don't feel like it's far off. You don't really feel the need to even affirm that it's happening fast, because you feel like you have it now. It feels loose, it feels comfortable, it feels confident, it feels natural. You know what I'm saying? So there you go. Those are two things. And you want to ask yourself, how can I start tapping into unconditional love? Start asking yourself that question throughout the day and allow the answers to be revealed to you. And then start dwelling in those answers in a healthy way. Well, start applying it. The answers that you get, start applying it, okay? Basically is what I'm saying, all right? So there you go. You got two solid ways to speed up the process. I may have talked about this before on my channel. I know I've made a ton of content on this subject matter, but yeah, there you go. You got two solid ways on how to genuinely speed up the process, all right? Much love and peace. Feel free to reach out to me, like I said, for a one-on-one session. Take advantage of my happy 4th of July sale, all right? Happy Independence Day, everybody. Have a beautiful rest of your day.